It's right now from 2010 to. Okay. Hi, everyone. We're Team 3. Today, we are going to present you about the common risk in concentrated equity mutual funds. So the first step of doing the analysis is to conduct a PCA analysis of the discrete return of different individual stocks from CRISP dataset. And the first step is to identify the time horizon. And for our dataset, the stock performance starts on January the 4th, 2010, and it ends at December the 31st, 2019. And since we have the data set which has like discrete return, we have to convert that to the log return. And the log return is equals to 1 plus discrete return, and we take the log of that. And the step 2 is to conduct the PCA analysis, and we have the result on the right. As you can see, the first principal component can capture like a little bit below 50% of the variance. And the second PC captures around like 4.41%. So PC1 plus PC2 capture more than 50% of the variance. So we think we need multiple principal components to explain the variance. And in this case, we adopt the PC1 and PC2. So right now I will transition my part to Param to talk about the concentrated weighted analysis.
So here we see that we need to find out the common sources of the risk using the qualitative analysis. So for that, we first started off with determining the market cap categories to see which each of our stock of the funds belong to. And then we started with calculating the weight of the mutual funds allocated to each of the 6 market cap categories, because there's a rule in US that a mutual fund cannot allocate more than 10% of its securities to, allocate 10% of its allocation to one of the stock. So we do calculating the weights of the mutual funds. And second part in which we determine the weights of the mutual fund allocated to the 16 tax sector. And then I'll transit the part to Malvika.
Yeah, so in the second part, we need to determine the weight of the mutual fund to the 16 to the 16 sectors, and we can see that computer and technology has a very high market cap with the highest weightage of 35%, followed by industrial products, and then so on. Another part to this question is also about calculating the CAPM beta of the mutual fund. And by using the traditional formula, we can see that that came out to be 4.42. Now I'm going to pass it on to Wesley for the VAR and ES analysis.
Okay, so in question 3, we want to find the VAR and ES analysis. So first of all, we need to calculate the pro forma daily return for the mutual fund, which we pull out the data from the CRSP. And later on, we need to organize the data into some data we can do for our asset allocation. And later on, we put together about the return, log return, and the weight together to confirm into the future fund return. And step 2 is we need to find out what is the best model for this mutual fund. And what we do is find out the lowest AIC from several models to decide which one is the most appropriate model to characterize this return. And we have found that the AR1, GARCH1, and student T model is the best model to do that. So in the step 3, we will calculate the 10 days ahead VAR and ES, which the number is VAR for minus 0.024456, and also the except shortfall is minus 0.038057. And this is for the question 3.
Thank you.